4 in a row and 9 of their last 10 games to have beaten the Bulls in each of the past 2 seasons.
Well, it'll be interesting to see
the telecast of the game here tonight. Bulls in the traveling reds, the Knicks in the home whites. Ewing and Longley on the tip, controlled by New York. Houston and Childs, the backcourt tandem. And the Knicks have been a team that has gone pretty much as its guards have gone. Childs comes up short. Oakley knocked it out of bounds. Should be Chicago basketball, and it is. Oakley, Ewing up front, along with LJ, Larry Johnson. To the Bulls, Harper and Jordan, Caffey and Pippen, and Luke Longley in the middle.
a lot of jawing between Larry Johnson and Scottie Pippen.
Harper way off the mark. It'll belong to New York. And John, that's something that began about a month ago, and following the Bulls' loss here to New York, Scottie Pippen made some remarks about Larry Johnson. He came back with some quotes later on in the week. And so that little war within the battle, just part of the Knicks Bulls series.
Well, Randy Brown will be missed here tonight because they have some strong guards, and I'd like to get jump ball. Nope, he's going to the hoop.
Michael Jordan on the foul. First foul of the game.
Looked like he went through the middle, and Michael had that ball all wrapped up, but Allen Houston will be at the free throw line to shoot a couple.
You know, Red, when the Knicks picked up Allen Houston, it seemed to me like this was a somewhat questionable move, in that Allen Houston is a quiet kid. You would not think he'd take very well to the New York media and the pressure of playing here in New York. It takes a special player to play any sport in New York. Houston makes good on a pair at the line. Allen Houston shooting about 42% overall from the field this season. 2-0 Knicks on top. Pippen off the weave, met by Johnson. Scotty off the glass. The Knicks have always tried to play Pippen physically, roughing him up a little bit and trying to literally knock him off his game. We'll see what happens here tonight. Ewing the turnaround over Longley. Patrick, the big game here on March 9th. Jordan to Luke. Michael against Houston. Gorgeous move. And the Bulls with 4 unanswered points. Houston for 3. Ring it up.
Well, they're talking about taking the ball to the hoop a little bit more to get to the free throw line, and that's not the case. What do we got here? Technical foul. Larry Johnson.
Yeah.
Well, we just talked about these guys having a running battle.
And it precipitates at a technical on LJ and Michael Jordan at the line. So the Bulls increase, well, have caught the Knicks now at 5 apiece. Opening 2 minutes in this first quarter. Good to have you with us tonight. Crowd still filing into Madison Square Garden. The traffic was unbelievable outside of this building tonight. Pippen finds Michael off his hand and out of play. The Bulls played last night and won at Indiana 86-80. Defensive struggle, to say the least. Both teams shot under 40% of that game.
Stepped out of bounds.
He sure did.
Right in front of Spike Lee. Wow, that's almost sacrilegious.
Back-to-back situations for the Bulls. This is the second end of a back-to-back. Pippen out front for 3. Bulls by 3 at 8-5. Here's Childs off that screen by Johnson. Oakley gets the spot up from deep. A long 2 for Charles Oakley, the former Bull. Pippen looking to deal on Larry Johnson. Caffey with the turnaround. Jason Caffey, right, coming off a strong ball game at Indiana last night.
Well, he had 16 rebounds in that game, Wayne, but we thought he got gypped out of a couple in the first half that he totally came down with.
Johnson to Oakley. Second for Charles. He has 4. And the Bulls by 1.
All right, who's
Jordan off the screen by Longley. Johnson rebounds for New York. Knicks can take the lead here. A little over 3 minutes gone by, first quarter. Childs' bounce pass hit the baseline. It'll belong to Chicago off the New York turnover. And Red, the Knicks are a team that somewhat careless with the basketball, to say the least, at about 18 turnovers per game for this ball club. And that's pretty high when you consider that this is a playoff caliber team talent-wise. Pippen out front.
Pippen another 3. 8 points for Scotty.
And the Bulls lead it by 4. Houston to Johnson. Double down from Jordan and Longley. LJ knifing in. Crowd responding with Johnson's bucket. Here's Harper. Ewing came over and made a swipe at the ball, but Childs is the man who gets called for the foul for kneeing Harper from behind. Just under 8 minutes to go, first quarter. Bulls are leading by 2. Patrick Ewing tips it away. Harper. I think Harper got shaken up. He could not get to that loose ball. He was bumped by Ewing, who brushed by him. Yeah.
Talk to me, Ron. You need a 20?
I think they're going to need a timeout. Harp is doubled over.
Well, that lazy pass, and that's what happened last year. If you remember, just before halftime, Patrick Ewing picked that pass off and went all the way down, slam dunked that ball. So Chip Schaefer now is out taking a look at Harp. He looked like a pinball out there, just bopping around.
Let's see if we can pick it up again here, Red. There's the pass from Scotty, and Patrick Ewing, a good break on it. Now watch the collision here with Harper. Yeah, you're right. He just got spun around, and then Harper unable to dive back for the loose ball. And Red, you have to be concerned at this point with the injury situation for the Chicago Bulls, because already you've got Weddington down, Rodman down, Randy. Charles Oakley's just committed a foul as we pick up action again in this first quarter. Bulls leading by 2. And with the ball, Scottie Pippen gets a screen from Longley, and Pippen's been hot from the outside. Pippen with 10 points on 4 from the field, 2 trays. He's been hot the last 3. Shooting 55% from the field. Ewing. A little jump move on Longley. Harper claims the board. Off the floor. Ron Harper, good to see him stay in the lineup after getting shaken up moments ago prior to the timeout. Jordan looking for room over Ewing. Kathy had it stripped away, but as Childs grabbed it, he was standing out of bounds, so it'll belong to Chicago. Chris Childs, his play has been characterized as inconsistent since returning from injury a few weeks ago. Kick by Patrick Ewing. They should reload the shot clock. Apparently not. It was just last touch by Ewing. They're not going to reload the clock. Michael on the drop.
Looked like Jason Cappy with the save.
Looked like Jordan got held on that play. Pippen for 3. Johnson corrals. Childs on the move to Oakley, who spots up. It'll belong to Chicago up over the backboard. 6:38 to go in this first quarter. The Bulls leading by 4. Take a look at Michael. Let's see if we can pick anything up.
Yeah, he just was stopped a little bit short. He got to the pack, tried to reach in, and couldn't do it.
Back to live. Got a foul coming up on the Knicks.
Ewing on the foul.
It is on Ewing. His first. 3rd on the team. Scottie Pippen heading to the line. Pippen 17 points in 37 minutes last night. Hey, the Miller Genuine Draft Shoot the Bull 3-on-3 Classic returns this summer to Chicago's Grant Park. Call 312-455-4000 for more information. Check the Tribune on Wednesday or Sunday for an entry form, sponsored in part by the Chicago Tribune, Coca-Cola, Pro Player, Columbia Healthcare, and AT&T. Luke Longley collects but cannot finish. Knocked out of bounds, last touch by Luke. And the Knicks start up offensively, trailing by 5. Bulls enjoy their biggest advantage. Jordan nearly had a pick, knocked it out of bounds. 11 to go on the shot clock for New York. And Red, in these first 6 minutes of this initial quarter, the Knicks still look like that team trying to find itself.
Yes. The responsibility is on the guards now to get that ball to the big man. Patrick Ewing hasn't scored.
Ewing just 2 shots so far in the first 6 minutes of the game. 0 for 2 from the field. Ewing gets a touch but way outside. Patrick to Houston for 3. Bring it. Allen Houston, after the game the other night here at Madison Square Garden, a 20-point loss to the Cavaliers, said, I'm going to become more aggressive offensively with my shots. Longley in close. Nicely done. Luke was met in the lane, but nonetheless able to finish, and the Bulls lead by 4. Harper triggers it loose and gets a timeout called. Great hustle by Ron Harper in the backcourt.
And that'll be a 20-second timeout. Yes, he dove for that play. Dove for it to get possession. Nice job by Harp.
So the two sides talk it over. 10 points, shooting much better from the field. He's had 14 steals in the last 5 games. Pippen will inbound for the Bulls. Jordan and Harper continue in the backcourt. Caffey, Pippen, and Longley up front. Pippen for 3 again. Luke rebounds. Knocked out of bounds, and what do we got?
It'll be Bulls ball, but Michael wide open if Luke would have caught him quick enough for the 3.
Bulls by 4. Jordan against Houston. Soto. Childs may have gotten a piece of it. Pippen rebounds. With time winding down on the shot clock, there was still 9 seconds to go, but Scotty, rather than trying to make a pass out of that, tried to manufacture a shot, and as a result, the Knicks get it back. Pippen trapped in that corner after hustling for the long carom. Ten to go on the shot clock. Larry Johnson. Houston finds LJ in the lane. Time winding down. Ewing fadeaway. Bailout attempt. And Ron Harper and the Bulls start up the other way. Bulls are just 2 of their last 10 shots from the floor, but the Knicks have not been able to make a move on them.
See if they send anybody to Michael here and let Houston.
Longley keeps it alive to Caffey. Knocked it away from Ewing. Jason spot up. Childs on the run. Houston 4-3. Houston again for 2. Luke rebounds. Almost looked like that shot went up and hit the shot clock. Both teams struggling offensively in this first quarter. Pippen was fouled by Johnson. It's the first on Larry Johnson, 4th on the team. Larry Johnson's numbers tonight just 2
on Patrick Ewing. Technical foul. There'll be no waiting around here now. Larry Johnson's trying to run him off. Grove doesn't want to hear it. They get kind of gruff in this house, don't they?
They certainly do.
I mean,
that's the 2nd technical foul on the Knicks here tonight. And Retta, I wonder if, and again, sometimes it's heat of the battle, but if some of this may be designed to get a technical foul called and maybe get some fire into this ball club.
Well, you figure if anybody was was going to call it to be Joey. Joey has complete control over the game, Joey Crawford, but
exactly.
You can't constantly go in a man's ear.
John Starks is in the lineup, as you saw a moment ago, for the Knicks. He is a strong candidate for 6th Man of the Year award.
You want to get this, please?
Scottie Pippen now at the line with free throws. There is Starks. One for 2 for Pippen. So now Childs and Starks, the backcourt for New York.
Houston will be playing that small forward spot. Who's got him, Harp?
Ewing the turnaround. Loose ball foul coming up on the Bulls, and it's Jason Caffey. Three team fouls now on the Bulls. Not the best of starts for these two teams offensively. Starks, quick release for 2. Boy, that's the thing he's done for this ball club, Red, is he has added a little fire off the bench. Jordan to Harper. Harper goes glass. He missed the jam. It's going to belong to Chicago as Starks came down with it with a foot on the baseline. Take a look at this.
Jason Caffey gets a tip from Michael. He goes up and he misses, hits it on the back of the rim. But when it came down, Starks was out of bounds with the ball. They're going to change this to 23 seconds or what?
They want 24. They want a fresh shot clock up there, and that's what they get. Here's Robert Parrish in for Luke Longley. Pippen tosses in. Scottie against Starks. Starks was pushing on him all the way, and he gets called for the foul. That's a pretty good mismatch in favor of the Bulls in terms of size. Scottie Pippen almost 6'8", and John Starks barely 6'5".
All right, Pip just trying to get good position to take it inside. Starks trying to be physical with him, not letting him go to the middle. 13 first quarter points for Pip.
Off to a strong start, to say the least. And he makes good on a pair at the line. 14 points. So far, he is totally outplaying his nemesis, Larry Johnson, who currently is on the bench for the Knicks. Childs sets it up for New York. Houston running hard off a screen by Oakley. Charles gets the spot up from deep for 2.
Boy, he's got 3 long baskets.
Chicago's lead is 4. Pippen turns away from the double team and is fouled by Starks. Now that's the second right away, John, on Starks.
Taking advantage of a smaller John Starks, and we've got a timeout.
So the Knicks will be talking over matchup problems with 2:54 to go in this first quarter. The Bulls have been playing on the lead, 22-18.
Of course, we'd like to win it, but it's a game in which is much more meaning for the Knicks than it does for us. The significance of beating the Bulls, and obviously the level that they played at since the last win they had here 13 games ago. But for us, it's a game in which we can experiment with, mess around with some of our bench players, let them get experience against a team that we consider a violent, I didn't mean to use that word, but a viable opponent for us in the playoffs.
Well, I think he could use violence too.
In this series, there has been some violence over the years.
16 first quarter points for Scottie Pippen.
Makes good on a pair at the line, and the Bulls enjoy a 6-point advantage. Oakley again from the outside, and Jordan is there. Everything for Charles Oakley has been from the outside. Pippen on the run. Dickie Simpkins in the lineup for the Bulls. Oakley digs it out to Starks. Childs feeds Ewing. Starks no look to Oakley, baseline, unchallenged, and close that time. Bulls by 4. Harper and Jordan the backcourt, then Parrish with Pippen and Simpkins up front. Ron Harper goes glass. Dickie Simpkins bangs away at it, but Charles Oakley has a rebound and he got poked in the nose. Foul is on Jordan, I believe. Second on Michael.
Just a little reach in, popped him in the beezer.
Is that what that is?
I think it was right there.
I got a big one of those then, I guess. Houston from the outside. He has 10. Strong first quarter for Allen Houston, who stepped up and took some of the blame for the loss the other night to the Cleveland Cavaliers.
Pippen's got Starks, Childs down low now.
Pip to the fadeaway. Big first quarter for Scottie Pippen with 18 points. 18 of the 26 Chicago points, and the Bulls again by 4. Starks running hard on the wing. Quick release for 3. Starks again from the outside. Ring it for 3.
Bulls not getting that defensive rebound.
Knicks down by 1, and Jordan goes to work. Beautiful move. Michael got his man pinned and found the back door wide open. 6 for Jordan, and the Bulls by 3. Childs from the outside. Ring it up again. 3 for him. 4 3-point field goals for the Knicks here in this first quarter, and the offense picking up on both ends. Jordan traveled that time.
Buck Williams in the game now, and he has left his man and come right over to Michael Jordan. Steve Kerr comes in for Michael Jordan.
Meanwhile, Charlie Ward, the former Heisman Trophy winner out of Florida State, is in the lineup for New York at point guard. There's a look at Buck Williams, the veteran, and Michael has a seat on the bench.
Yeah, Ward and Childs didn't score a field goal the other day, did they, against Cleveland?
Nope. Houston driving on Pippen. Parrish the block.
Parrish the thought, huh?
I was thinking the same thing. You and I spent too much time together. Took the thought right out of my mind.
All right, we got a tie game. The Bulls will go for the last shot, it looks like here.
Time winding down to the quarter. Kerr looking for room. Time winding down to the shot clock. The Chief, will he get it off in time? No, the Knicks bail him out. Buck Williams with a foul. Oh my.
Parrish put the ball down, but Buck Williams came over, spread out, and that's in the penalty. So with 0.6 of a second.
Well, just about 3 seconds to go here, and there it is. My goodness. Hey, we'll take it.
Chief got on the bus last night. He says, anybody see my jump shot? I said, no, but we found your left hand hook.
Robert Parrish over the years has played many big games here in this building as a member of the Boston Celtics. His 2 free throws give the Bulls a 2-point advantage as the first quarter comes to a close. Well, it was Scottie Pippen who stepped out front early and often in this one here tonight. Pippen with 18 points. 18
here now. Dickie Simpkins, Brian Williams, Steve Kerr, Michael Jordan, and Judd Bushler.
Well, Phil said we'd see some different things tonight, and we certainly are. Michael tries to clear Houston and does. 8 for Michael Jordan. And the Bulls lead by 4. Meanwhile, Charlie Ward at the point for the Knicks. Starks on the wing. Buck Williams, Allen Houston, Charles Oakley complete the lineup. Simpkins the rebound. It's Bulls basketball. Biggest lead has been 6 points by Chicago here tonight. Brian Williams against Buck Williams. Oakley to Starks. Bullet feed, Buck Williams. Nicely done on the break by the Knicks. 2-point Chicago advantage. Just underway, second quarter. Wayne Larrabee, Johnny Redker with you tonight. Off the ball, Kerr is fouled by Charlie Ward. First on Ward. Won a Heisman as a quarterback over at Florida State. Jordan against Houston. Buck Williams is there. Knicks on the move. Starks a little rocker step on the drive. Got by Kerr. Oakley met by Brian Williams, but nonetheless he finishes, and Charles has 10. Patrick Ewing yet to score in this game, and we're a minute and a half into the second quarter, but the Knicks have gotten 10 from Houston and 10 more from Oakley to make up. Williams rolling across the lane gives the Bulls a 2-point advantage.
Big guy can put that ball down and take it to the hole, can he?
Sure can, right? And you figure in another few weeks when he's in basketball shape, he'll be valuable to the Bulls in the playoffs. Starks had it knocked away from behind. Gonna belong to New York. Last touch by the Bulls. Larry Johnson back into the lineup for New York, replacing Allen Houston, and Jason Caffey comes in for Dickie Simpkins in the Bulls lineup. Johnson on the inbounds to Williams. 8 to go on the shot clock. Starks fires for 2. 7 off the bench for John Starks. Tied at 34. Michael over Johnson. Tough shot. Larry Johnson commits the foul. That's his second.
Michael just gave him a little crossover move. Watch him go. A little crossover here, and then he goes down a baseline. He's going to fade away on a shot, and he gets hit across the right wrist and arm. Michael with 8 points, looking for 9 and 10.
Michael makes good on his first, and he will have another at the Bulls' second home playoff game. It's Ensure One hat night. First 10,000 fans entering the United Center will receive a Bulls hat. Compliments of Ensure One. Jordan puts in on 2. He's got 10 points now in the game. 9.5 minutes to go in this first half. Oakley again from the outside. His first 3 field goals were from 20 feet or more. Bulls by 2. Williams with 6 to go on the shot clock. Caffey trying to dig it out. Charlie Ward in that tussle. Finally, it caroms out to Bushler. Williams lost the dribble, got it back, gave it up. Last touch by Oakley, who could not find a handle on that darn thing.
Whirling dervish out there, Brian Williams.
Oh my. Somebody get a, as you would say, get a stick out there and kill that thing, for crying out loud. It's moving around too fast on us. Williams dealing baseline travel. After all that, a turnover. Okay. Bulls by 2.
Now you start to wonder, is there something the matter with Ewing not coming in the game?
Patrick getting a long break. Johnson against Bushler. Runs into plenty of traffic, has to manufacture a shot.
Somebody get that ball.
Exactly. I guess it doesn't come with handles, does it? 4 minutes gone by. Jordan for 3. Boy, the Knicks, Oakley really had his man sealed off well on that rebound. Buck Williams, good catch on the pass from Starks, but did not finish. Kerr at the baseline. Jordan's got Bushler in the corner. for three. Ring it up.
Yes, sir. Judd Bushler just ran right over to that spot. Once Michael took it in, he knew where to look for him.
And the Bulls lead by 5. Timeout called by New York. Patrick Ewing ready to report back on. Entering the United Center will receive a Bulls mini basketball, compliments of Gatorade and White Hen Pantry. Well, the usual eclectic crowd on hand, led by Spike Lee at Madison Square Garden. Woody Allen and Soon Lee. Bill Murray's also in the crowd. Had his leather Bulls jacket on tonight for the occasion. Larry Johnson in close, knocked away and stolen by Bushler. Jason Campy sets it up. The Bulls leading by 5. Bushler finds Kerr on the weave. First 2 points for Steve Kerr give the Bulls their biggest advantage of the night. 7 points. Ward and Starks now the backcourt for New York. And a turnover, Knicks.
And that time some good pressure by Brian Williams, not letting Patrick just go down and take that position on the block. He fought him for it and they threw it away.
Kerr, tougher shot over Ward, got knocked to the floor, but no foul. Bulls on top by 7, and this is Starks. Larry Johnson against Bushler, double down from Jordan. The open man is Ward for 3. The Bulls will take that. Ward not as accomplished from the perimeter as some of the other guards for the Knicks, like Houston and Starks.
Oh, Steve, right back to him, Brian.
Brian Williams facing Ewing now. A quick turn to the left hand.
Good play.
Goaltending, Buck Williams. Brian Williams, his second from the field. He has 4.
Brian Williams putting some pressure on, making Patrick Ewing move around, play some defense, and he comes in here now. Buck Williams reaches up and knocks that one off the rim.
And the 9-0 run by the Bulls gives them their biggest lead of the night, 43-34. Williams denied that feed into Ewing. Starks to Johnson. Quick ball movement on the perimeter. Johnson gets an open 3. Larry Johnson with 5. Bulls by 6. Williams on the block, 10 to go. Starks up high for the board. Starks, quick release on Kerr. Fine shot off the move by John Starks. And the Chicago lead moments ago, 9 is down to 4. Williams going hard on Ewing. Crowd thought he traveled. Williams saves to Starks.
He's hurting now. Brian Williams hurting now.
Starks for 3. Chicago basketball.
Luke Longley comes in for.
Did you see him?
Brian.
Is he more winded than anything else, or did he pull a muscle, do you think?
Well, I don't know. He had some problems with a muscle strain, but looks like he ran out of gas.
I think you're right. Which this quick move, hard move on Patrick Ewing.
He misses the shot that way and then misses the little tap. He had a couple of them.
Back live, the Bulls. Luke Longley in the game to the right hand, won't go. The tip by Michael Jordan. 12 points for Jordan. 12 relatively quiet points, wouldn't you say?
22nd timeout called by the Knicks.
And that'll give us time to remind you that on Saturday, April 19th, when the Bulls battle these very same New York Knicks, it's Gatorade White Hen Pantry Mini Basketball Night. First 5,000 kids age 14 and under entering the United Center receive a Bulls mini basketball, compliments of Gatorade and White Hen Pantry. Patrick Ewing read 12 years in this league, no titles, but it's not because of a lack of effort or performance on his part.
Well, he's the Ernie Banks, he's the Charles Barkley, I guess. He has done a job leading his team.
Well, to take a look at it, though, when he started, you had the Lakers and Celtics trading off titles. Then the Pistons won a couple, and since then it's been for the most part the Bulls and Houston. Obviously since then Houston's won 2 and the Bulls have won 4. Knicks resume. Ewing against Longley, nearly threw it away, and in fact a steal by Harper. Kerr at the arc. Caffey open to the baseline. Buck Williams jumped down for the ride. His second personal foul.
It'll be a non-shooting foul. They didn't get that ball up quick enough.
3 team fouls on the Knicks.
Steve Kerr finds Jason Caffey open. Jason with a fake. Here comes Charles Oakley back in the game for Buck Williams.
Bulls ball. They lead 45-39. Harper on the drive.
What happened to that ball? It just disappeared.
Off the hands of Chris Childs and out of play.
I hear a little discontent here.
Oh, there certainly is, Red. I'll tell you, in watching their game the other night, as you look at the turnover story, 8 already for the Knicks in this game. The crowd left in the 4th quarter, about halfway through the 4th quarter. And before they let the Knicks know what they thought of their performance, and it was not pretty. I'm not sure where Luke was going with that one.
He was going over to Pip. Pip gave him a nice little fake, but he came back because they overplayed. Allen Houston trying to shake loose over there on the right sideline.
So the Knicks again with Childs rather in that backcourt, along with Allen Houston. Oakley up front with Larry Johnson, and there's the pass off the hands of Houston again.
Bulls need to get a shot now at the basket. They got a lot of perimeter stuff going on there.
You know, a lot of New York turnovers in this first half now, Red. What, about 9 turnovers for the Knicks? And yet the Bulls have been unable to really pull away into a double-digit lead.
Outside.
Time winding down to that shot clock. Caffey tried to elevate, and they're going to say New York ball. Jason has gotten to the rim on a couple of occasions tonight and been unable to finish.
Yeah. Harper went down here, and then he finally pushes the ball on over to Jason Caffey, but I don't know what happened here. Caffey tried to go up. He did get hit a little bit by Ewing.
Patrick jumps into the lane. Kerr knocked it away. Scotty on the run. Steve Kerr. Caffey trying to post up at the baseline. Oakley pushed him to the floor. So on Charles, it's his second. 4 on the team.
Handling a little bit sloppy here.
Sure is.
Chicago.
Phil Jackson will talk it over. Michael Jordan might even join the huddle. 45-30, 5 points between them. They've only taken 7 shots between them. Larry Johnson and Patrick Ewing. Scotty Pippen. Jason Caffey battling along with Luke Longley, but Larry Johnson comes up with it. Double down from Pippen on Ewing. Quick ball movement. Johnson was open at the arc, but gave it up. 8 to go on the shot clock, and Ewing facing Longley. Yes, and a foul.
Luke didn't know what he wanted to do. Guard him going to the right, guard him going to the left. He just got frozen, and that's the first basket that Ewing gets. And off the bench, the Chief comes flying into the game.
Patrick Ewing, the last time these two teams played here, was 12 of 18 from the field, 8 of 13 from the line. He had 14 rebounds and 32 points, including a near miracle shot out of the corner that caught the side of the backboard and glanced in the final seconds of that game. Patrick completes the 3-point play. Bulls lead at one time was 9. It's down to 3. Scottie Pippen. 7 to go on the shot clock for MJ. Over Houston. The Chief.
Oh yeah, big rebound for Robert Parrish. Got 4 points in the game.
Bulls by 5. 2 minutes to go, first half. Ewing. Jordan starts it back the other way. Oh, no, look at Jason.
Got to catch that ball. Michael put a little fire on it, but you've got to catch that ball first of all. Jason having a tough time offensively down there. He
really is struggling
missing
tonight.
a few.
After the big game last night at Indiana, 14 points, 16 rebounds. Houston right on the money. He has 12, his first 2 points in the second quarter. Bulls again by just 3. Jordan backing Houston. Double down from Childs. Michael beginning to struggle from the field. Childs gets baseline. Ewing is the open man. Knicks starting to put things together offensively down the stretch of this first half. Under a minute to go in the second quarter. Bulls by 1. Parrish gets around Ewing and it's slapped away. Chased down by Larry Johnson. Knicks can take the lead. It is going to belong to New York. Tipped out by one of the Bulls. Again, Childs made that move on the baseline. Starks is in for New York. And he's got the play.
30-point first quarter, now only 17 for the Bulls.
Childs gives it up to Harper. Man.
Bulls will take one, Michael says.
You can tell. It's plain to see where the Knicks are having problems, and it's in the backcourt this season. Time winding down. 7 on the shot clock for Michael. Harper, kick out 3. Nope. Houston intended for Childs, stolen by Harper. Michael, Scotty did not get it off in time. So the first half comes to a close. Michael Jordan with 12 points in the first half. Scottie Pippen with 18, all of which came in the first quarter. The Bulls head off at halftime with a 1-point. Just 3 of their last 14 field goal attempts down the stretch and scored only 2 points in the last 4 minutes and 42 seconds. Points off turnovers. You look at the turnover story. The Knicks had 12 turnovers. The Bulls really failed to capitalize. They only had 8 points off of those 12 turnovers. Inside points, we talked about that at the open of the program tonight. The Bulls had a slight edge inside against the Knicks. Leading scores in the game, all of those 18 points for Scottie Pippen came in the first quarter. He did not score in the second quarter. Allen Houston led the way for New York with 12 points. Montgomery Ward leading against the Knicks. Leading scores in the game, all of those 18 points for Scottie Pippen came in the first quarter. He did not score in the second quarter. Allen Houston led the way for New York with 12 points. Montgomery Ward leading. Still enjoy that ball game, and then the Knicks wrap it up against the Bulls on Saturday the 19th. The Bulls come in with 67 victories, becoming the first team in NBA history to post back-to-back 70-win seasons. And the Bulls with their starting backcourt of Harper and Jordan, Pippen, Longley, and Caffey up front. The Knicks counter with Childs and Houston in the backcourt, and then Larry Johnson, Charles Oakley, and Patrick Ewing. Bulls in possession, 5 to go on the shot clock for Scottie Pippen.
Pip doesn't know.
Pippen didn't get it off. Well, Johnson blocked it anyway, and it's a shot clock violation. You're right, John. I don't think Scottie ever realized
knew what was going on.
And that's an unusual error for Pippen to make. Usually very aware of the shot clock situation on the floor. So the Bulls give it up to the Knicks, who have a chance to take the lead in the early going second half. Johnson in close. Oh! Jason Caffey appeared to get the ball, but Joey Crawford calls him for the foul.
Good post-up position by Larry Johnson. Gets it down low. Gets a nice pass in.
Watch this, Red. He really gets it deep on the block.
You can't get it much deeper than that. Look at that. And then he goes up, makes the fake, and then Jason Caffey on the foul.
Larry Johnson off the mark on his first. Came in averaging 13 points a game. Been hot the last 3 games, however, averaging 18 points and 62% shooting from the floor. Misses a pair at the line. Pippen bats it over to Longley. Bulls basketball in the opening minute of this third quarter. Ewing trying to tomahawk it away from Longley. Good look to Jason Caffey, who had it stripped away.
And a bullet. It's like they can't see out there. Maybe the
why don't you give them your glasses?
What was it, the morons that took their power in Space Jam?
I guess you're right. Do you think those characters are alive and living in a New York sewer somewhere? Those Space Jam characters, the villains. Here's Longley with a hook shot, and that does find the rim. Luke with just a second from the field. He has 4 points. Bulls lead it by 3. Pippen jumps out on Childs. Now doubles down on Larry Johnson. Childs gets an open look. Jason Caffey the rebound. Scotty against Larry Johnson. Longley into Ewing, blocked by Patrick. Oakley saves to Houston. Quick feed, Larry Johnson fouls on Scottie Pippen on the slap.
I'll tell you what, it looks like the Bulls are still in the locker room. They've been really slow to react here. Guys drifting around.
Watch this again. Scotty just slapping at it. It was a very quick entry feed to Larry Johnson that set that up. You're right, John. I mean, the Bulls appear to be a little lethargic here at the outset of the third quarter. Johnson has missed a pair at the line, and he makes his first on this trip. There's
well,
Phil
we know
Jackson.
one thing. The Bulls only have one more back-to-back. This is another back-to-back in late, playing a tough opponent.
2 for 2 on that trip for Johnson. He has 7 points in the game. Well, this next back-to-back and the last one of the regular season will be Sunday at Detroit, and then Monday against Toronto at the United Center. Jordan lost it on the crossover, able to collect.
Look at it, Jason.
Harper for 3. Oh, Rick.
Man.
Check his union card. Johnson off a quick feed from Houston, goes back for it.
Larry Johnson having his way now. He's got 9 points, and the Knicks take the lead by 1 point.
Pippen for 3, and the Bulls right back on top. Scottie Pippen with 21, his first points since the initial quarter. Childs chased to the baseline. Ewing finds LJ from the arc for 3. Knocked out of bounds. It's, whoa, they're calling New York ball. Looked like Childs tipped it out. Johnson will inbound for New York. Charles Oakley. And the Knicks and Bulls tied at 52. Harper trying to post Childs on the block. Luke Longley dealing on Ewing, and we got a push on Patrick. His second. Non-shooting affair, obviously. We are early going in this, the third quarter. Bulls and Knicks tied at 52. Longley trying to force that feed to Jordan. Oakley there to intercept. Houston on the run. Childs backs it out against Longley. Quick ball movement. Oakley again open. 14 for Charles Oakley. And the Knicks lead by 2, 54-52. Pippen for 3. Houston rebounds. Harper reached in, and he gets called for the foul, his first. Already the third team foul on the Bulls. Still over 8 minutes to go in this third quarter. And a lot of times, Red, that's because you're a step late to the play.
Yeah. Sloppy quarter. The only guy looking at the hoop right now is Charles Oakley, and he's been pretty good.
Ewing.
Travel.
Yep. Seems like for Patrick tonight also, Red, it's taken him a long time to make up his mind. Let's pause for station identification.
This is America's #1 sports station, WGN-TV, Chicago.
WGN News follows our game tonight. Longley. Oakley rebounds. New York by 2. Childs to the lane. Houston for 3.
They've got a little momentum going here now, and they're reinforcing the issue. The Bulls are just lethargic offensively. They just don't have anything going.
The Bulls just 5 points in the first 4.5 minutes of the quarter. Longley kicked it out of bounds, went off his knee. Brian Williams, Dickie Simpkins, Randy Brown, Phil Jackson on the Bulls bench.
Give me some matches. I'm going to burn those snakes that are under their chairs, or something happened here at halftime.
New York by 5. Biggest lead of the night for the Knicks. Good look. Ewing into LJ. Did not finish it. Loose ball foul, New York. It's on Charles Oakley. His third. Second on the team. Bulls just 2 of 8 shooting to start the third quarter. They've been outscored 11-5. Jordan loses the handle on it. Picked up by Oakley. Boy, the Bulls resemble the Knicks, turning it over now on nearly every possession.
They don't even resemble the Knicks turning it over. They resemble, what's the worst team in basketball? Boston?
Well, let's not get carried away.
Well, I mean, they got 5 points in this quarter, and they just turned the ball over. Michael with the block.
Allen Houston's shot came up short as a result of that block. Houston had to force it with the shot clock winding down, and now Harper. Pippen bumped by Johnson. It'll be a non-shooting affair. Johnson, third personal foul. New York on a 7-0 run. Since the final stages of the second quarter, the Knicks have outscored the Bulls 15-5. Jason Caffey. Ewing rebounds. Boy, nothing going now for the Bulls. Under 6 minutes to play in the third.
They've got a 5-point lead, and it looks like a lock.
Johnson gets to the hole and a foul.
11 points for Johnson.
Pippen's second personal.
Phil can't pull any of the right plugs here today to get his team going. They've got 5 points. They're deep possession again by Larry Johnson.
We talked about how the Knicks in the first 2 games of this series had outscored the Bulls big time.
Well, 8-point lead.
Inside.
Yeah, 8-point lead here is a big lead.
We talked about inside points heavily in favor of New York in the first 2 games of this series. The Bulls had a 16-8 to 14 edge, and there's Harper from the outside.
His first basket of the game, and it's a 3.
Bulls had a 16-12 edge over the Knicks in inside points at halftime. But here in the second half, as you mentioned, Red, the Knicks have been getting it done inside the paint more often than not. With deep post-ups. Now Ewing facing Longley. Ewing from the outside. Patrick Ewing's first field goal in the third quarter. 7 points of the game. Five minutes to go. Longley, quick feed. Jason Caffey. Beautiful bounce feed by Luke Longley through traffic.
This is where the Bulls miss Tex Winter, too. He's tracking that offense to see what's working and what's not working. Right now, nothing working. Tex, send us something.
We know you're watching.
Harper picks up foul number 2.
That's 5 team fouls. So Childs goes to the line with 4:41 to go in the third quarter. Phil Jackson on the Bulls bench, as Red mentioned. You know, the other factor that comes to play here in this late season, as Childs misses on his first, is the fact that the Bulls don't have as deep a bench.
Absolutely
with
not.
the injuries.
Randy Brown is out with an injury, did not dress for the game, and of course you got Tony Kukoc out with that bad foot, and Dennis Rodman with the knee. Bill Wennington out with the bad foot too.
Childs has 4 points. The New York lead is 6. Jordan played by Houston. Pippen open for 3. Johnson running at him, but Scotty right on the money. That is his 4th tray of the game. Bulls back to within 3. Longley denied the interior feed to Ewing, but commits a foul in the process. His second, and Patrick will go to the line.
Well, this is what happens now. You try to toughen up that defense. Before you're reaching out and grabbing people, you try to reach in there and knock the ball away, and you put him to the free throw line.
I didn't see much contact there, but enough for the officials to blow the whistle on it and put Ewing at the line. Second upcoming for Ewing. 9 for Patrick. New York again by 5. Coming up on 4 minutes to go in the third. Jordan gets a screen from Longley. Michael, tough shot over Houston. Caffey fouled on the way to the bucket. Looked like Ewing, who met him on the play, got the body on him. They're calling it on Oakley, however. Oakley's 4th. 4 on the team. Jason with 4 points here tonight. Hey, the Miller Genuine Draft Shoot the Bull 3-on-3 Classic returns this summer to Chicago's Grand Park. Call 312-455-4000 for more information, or check the Tribune on Wednesday or Sunday for an entry form. Sponsored in part by the Chicago Tribune, Coca-Cola, Pro Player, Columbia Healthcare, and AT&T. Happy misses 2. Knicks by 5. Just under 4 minutes to go in the third. Childs backing Harper. Johnson comes out to get it with Pippen draped all over him. Houston in the corner. Ewing spot up. Rarely will he miss from there. 11 for Patrick Ewing. 6 here in the third. The Knicks by 7. Pippen finds Harper at the arc for 3. Buck Williams rebounds. New York on the run. Houston checked by Harper. Ewing gets baseline on the drive. The foul is on Caffey early in the play, but Ewing will go to the line anyway.
All the action on the other side of the floor. Patrick Ewing just standing over there on the right wing. Ball comes over to him. He takes it in hard, and they'll go back to the free throw line.
4 on Jason.
This will be number 10 and 11 free throw shot in this quarter.
Patrick on the right side of your screen, wide open. Timeout is called on the floor. So the New York Knicks have come out and been the aggressor in this third quarter, and as a result, they've turned a 1-point deficit into an 8. Bulls at 67-10, trying to become the first team to post back-to-back 70-win seasons in NBA history. But the Knicks here in this third quarter have been more than equal to the task that the Bulls have been able to present. The Bulls in the second end of a back-to-back situation, having played last night at Indiana. Dickie Simpkins in the lineup, along with Brian Williams for the Bulls and Steve Kerr. Jordan steps away from Houston and leaves it short. Childs comes back the other way. The Bulls have been cold since about midway through second quarter. Good catch by Johnson and the conversion.
Well, Johnson having his way now. He's got 14 points. doing whatever he wants down low, and the Bulls have no answer.
Scottie Pippen, 26 for him. 8-point lead, New York. Childs gets a screen from Ewing. Little screen roll to Patrick. Williams picks him up defensively, but Patrick Ewing, 14 for him, 9 in the third quarter, and the Knicks again by 10.
Michael coming down, but everything a little bit short here.
Oh, great move. Goaltending Ewing. Score the field goal for Michael.
Michael's first in this quarter. He's got 14. Starts to go to the middle, and he wheels underneath, and Ewing comes to wipe it out.
Knicks by 8. Johnson for 3. Michael rebounds. Pip on the move against LJ. Blows by. Scottie Pippen. And the Bulls are back to within 6 after being down by 10 moments ago. Under a minute and a half to go in this third quarter. Buck Williams delivers the screen. Childs, the open 3. Bring it up.
Bulls not covering that hole at all now. Childs with his second 3 of the game. He's got 7.
Pippen through the lane. Williams. Whoa. Yep, didn't look good at all on that shot. Here's Houston. Drive. And the Bulls back the other way, dodging a bullet there. Curve for 3. Lead for Buck Williams. New York by 11.
Bulls digging herself into a big hole. Looked like a very tired team. Pick for 3, long 3.
Scottie Pippen with 31 points, 5 3-point field goals. Mike who? Pippen trying to keep the Bulls in this game. They're down by 8. Knicks working it as long as they can. 4-second difference. Shot clock to game clock. Buck Williams off the baseline.
They're working their offense to perfection.
And the Bulls getting very little rotation defensively. Scottie. Dickey Simpkins from the outside. He connects. 0.7 of a second remain, and that will do it. Charles Oakley, a smile on his face. His Knicks have come out and responded to Phil Jackson and the Bulls in this third quarter. The Knicks go into the lead by as many as 11. They lead by 8 as the fourth quarter. Knicks made 8 of their last 10 shots in the third, and that went off the mark. Ewing guilty of a loose ball foul. The Bulls finished strong in the third quarter as well, making 8 of their last 13 shots.
Shot was missed here, and Brian Williams was blocking Ewing out. Ewing just pushed him a little bit. Bulls desperately close to losing to a team for the second time this year.
Steve Kerr with a tough shot. He has 4. John Starks, Charlie Ward, the backcourt for the Knicks. And Starks trying to make something happen. Ewing.
Nobody has beat this team twice this year. And these guys got a good chance, and then they got one more game.
Oh, beautiful feed. Brian Williams to Scottie Pippen.
One more game at the end of the year, and that could be for the season series.
The Knicks with Charlie Ward and Starks, as I mentioned, to the backcourt, and then Buck Williams, Allen Houston, Patrick Ewing up front. Starks over to Kerr. That teardrop jumper off the baseline, and Starks has 11. Knicks by 8. Williams against Ewing, double down, had it knocked away by Starks. Right back goes Buechler to Williams. Scottie Pippen. Starks commits the foul, reaching in his third. The Bulls with Kerr on the floor with Buechler, Pippen, Simpkins, and Williams. So some strange lineups for Phil Jackson tonight. Williams off the mark there. Childs has replaced Houston in the lineup for New York. Childs gets baseline, feeds Ewing. Simpkins backhands to Ward on the drive, who draws the foul on Williams.
That was a chance you got to take the rebound yourself instead of just back tapping it. Put the man at the free throw line.
There it is again, and Williams getting over to try to pick him up in the lane. Charlie Ward makes his first, and he'll have another. Michael Jordan up off the Bulls bench reports on. He replaces Pippen.
Michael, 4 for 13, is that say over there?
Ward with a pair. And the Knicks lead by 10. Opening 2 minutes, fourth quarter. Williams jumps into the lane to the left hand. Tough shot. Starks on the run. Denied by Buechler, and Williams chased down by Buck Williams.
Starks wide open
for three. That might have brought the house down. Williams to Buechler. Spot up three. Ring it up.
Bush's second three.
And the Bulls are not finished yet. 9:34 to go. Timeout called on the floor. It's a 22nd timeout for New York. Biggest lead for New York, 11 points. The Bulls at one point of the first half had a 9-point advantage. Charlie Ward takes it across for the Knicks against Kerr. Ewing wants it on the block, and he gets it. Double down from Jordan. Starks three. Short. Ewing picks up off the floor. 18 now for Patrick Ewing. 9-point lead New York. 9 minutes to go. Fourth quarter. Kerr, tough shot, was fouled. Charlie Ward picks up his second. And Red, it looks to me like the Knicks, what they've done in this second half is really extend the defense to the perimeter for the most part.
Yeah, they're just overplaying the Bulls. The Bulls have no inside game at this stage. Longley with 4 points. Brian Williams with 4 points. Parrish with 4. But they're getting nothing down low.
Miller Lite scoreboard. You catch the scores going by. Houston leading Vancouver. Sacramento, or San Antonio rather, on top of Portland.
Bulls are 9-1 in their last 10 games. They've won 4 in a row. The Knicks are 5-5 in their last 10, and they lost their last game.
The Knicks have brought an intensity to the second half that they did not display against Cleveland the other night. Buck Williams off the baseline got a good look. Jordan rebounds. 8.5 minutes to go in the game. Bulls down by 8. Williams waiting for someone to move. Jordan. Nice slip feed to Williams. He was met by Buck Williams, and Bryant will be going to the line. Third personal and Buck Williams, but that feed from Michael Jordan was pretty. Watch it again.
Patrick Ewing comes on out, and Brian Williams takes that ball up and in.
So Brian Williams at the free throw line. 4 games with the Bulls so far, this being his 5th. And what for him really is an audition for next year. That's the purpose for him. Of course, for the Bulls, the purpose is that this guy will be a bona fide presence in the playoffs. And I think he will be if all goes well. He remains healthy and he's in basketball shape. And he's getting there. 6 points for Brian Williams. And Reddy seems somewhat comfortable as the Bulls bring pressure to the backcourt. He's pretty comfortable in the offense. Williams misdirects the pass by Buck Williams to Patrick Ewing, who was flying free at the baseline. So that's saved an easy 2 for the Knicks. I mean, Brian Williams to me looks much more comfortable than most people who step into the Bulls offense virtually off the street.
He learned the offense pretty quickly.
16 to go on the shot clock for New York. Childs gets the penetration. Pass to Ewing, knocked away. Childs tipped it last. Should be Bulls ball. Let's see if we can pick it up. It's not going to go that way. Well, apparently it was last touched by Williams. Brian Williams, that is.
Offensive foul on Ewing.
For Patrick, his 4th. Just under 8 minutes to go in the game. Jeff Van Gundy on the bench. Calls on Allen Houston to report on, replacing Charlie Ward.
Oakley for Ewing.
There is Houston. Bulls are trailing by 6. Here's Michael. Gets the step baseline. Try to feed Simpkins. Batted out to Bushler. Kerr, another tough shot. Williams bangs away at it. Gonna belong to Chicago. Or is it? Yeah, it's going to be Chicago. Last touch by Oakley. Louis Grillo made the call. See if we can track it for you. Yep, last touch by Charles, it appeared. Back live with the Bulls on the attack. Michael to the fall-away. Only the second field goal of the second half for Jordan. Childs hustles it across to get a New York timeout with 7:15 to go in this ball game. The Bulls, who have struggled throughout, are back to each took turns blocking his shot. So the Bulls won 94-92 in June of 1993. Many memorable games for the Bulls here at Madison Square Garden, and a lot of good memories in the playoffs. Of course, one bad memory we recall, the year Michael wasn't here with the Bulls. Scottie Pippen getting fouled right out in front of where we're sitting right now, or committing a foul that Hugh Hollins called, and that meant the end of the Bulls in that particular game in the series, game 3, and they went on to lose to the Knicks. Childs hits from the outside. Nobody in the same area code as Chris Childs off that timeout, and the Knicks lead by 6. 7 minutes to go. Jordan and Kerr, the backcourt for the Bulls. Michael backing Houston to the fadeaway. Well, we're getting close to Jordan time. He has hit his last 2 shots from the field, 18 points in the game. Bulls trail by 4. Childs hits Buck Williams, lost the handle on it. Starks on the penetration. The finger roll by Starks, and New York leads by 6. Just under 6.5 to go. Chant of defense from the Garden crowd. Jordan elevates. Michael taking it over for the Bulls.
Patrick, is he going to get the call? Larry Johnson's going to get the call to come back. He may even go after Michael. Let's see what happens down there.
Starks off the screen by Williams. Oakley the long rebound. Childs for 3. The Bulls are down by 4. Jordan again over Houston. This time too strong. Knicks by 4. Under 6 minutes to go for the game. Childs gets the step into the lane, and it knocked away, and last touch by the Bulls. I believe Bushler tipped it out. Either he or Kerr. Take a look at Michael Jordan going to work again.
Comes on in to the hoop. Pulls up for about a 2-foot jump shot. And now Buck Williams and Starks lead.
Johnson and Ewing report on for the Knicks. Luke Longley is back for the Bulls. Houston. Pippen rebounds. Bulls down by 4. Michael. Three's down by 1. Jordan. 23 points. 9 here in the fourth quarter. And the three-point field goal by Jordan has given the Bulls a shot at the Knicks. They're down by just 1 with 5:12 to go in the game. 1,000 for more information.
That was Chicago and John Cusack showed there.
Patrick Ewing. Childs for 3. Jordan. Luke wide open. Longley with 6. The Bulls trail by 2. Childs on the hustle. Houston for 3.
Oh, air ball. Wow.
Allen
Wide
Houston.
open. Hey, their bench was up. They thought that was down home.
Allen Houston missing from wide open three-point range. The collar gets tight in the fourth quarter in New York. Jordan to the follow-away.
Michael with 25.
Michael has made 5 of his last 6 from the field here in the fourth quarter.
Could be getting very close to that time of game where Michael takes over. He loves to do that in the Garden. Almost 4 minutes left. High score.
Childs watched by Kerr. Ewing checked by Longley. Double down from Pippen. That left Larry Johnson open across the lane. 16 for LJ.
Boy, they doubled Ewing out in the corner and left Johnson wide open.
Chant of defense from the Madison Square Garden crowd. Jordan misses from deep.
Ewing's
Johnson
down.
rebounds. Houston stripped and stolen by Jordan. Bulls a chance to tie again or take the lead. Ewing jumps out on Steve Kerr. They've got a mismatch somewhere. Longley against Oakley. Luke in close, misses at point-blank range. Ewing saved off of Longley out of play.
I don't think Luke knew where he was. He put that ball down, didn't know he came up with the left hand off the back of the rim. And then Ewing made a great play to bounce it off of the back of one of his opponents, and we got a timeout.
3 minutes, 11 seconds to go from the Garden. Standing ovation for the Knicks, who lead by. Michael Jordan draws a lot of attention. Luke Longley left alone in the park. Now watch Michael go to work again in this fourth quarter. Jordan with the 11 fourth quarter points has brought the Bulls back to within 2.
2-point lead now for the Knicks, and the Bulls still in it with 3 minutes to go.
Starks for 3, make it 2. He had his toe on the three-point line. Starks running hard and getting screens down low to get free of Steve Kerr. Knicks by 4. Michael, big screen, Luke Longley. Jordan on the drive, no, but a foul.
They went through everybody, and Charles Oakley questioning Louis Grillo on the foul.
5 on Charles.
Well,
take a look at the game summary. Pippen, 33 points, 18 of which came in the first quarter. Jordan has come alive here in the fourth quarter. 26 for Michael, and he can make it a 2-point ball game. One for 2 at the line. The New York lead remains 3. Childs against Jordan.
Johnson, nobody around him.
He was pushed. He'll go to the line.
Every time you look up, Johnson has got that tremendous low post position.
Watch it again, Red.
Look at this. Look at it. He's in the paint. He's in the paint. I thought he was all alone. Then Pippen fouls him on the fadeaway.
Only the second team foul on the Bulls. Larry Johnson now with 17 in the game. Pippen had 18 in the first quarter, had 13 in the third quarter. I'll make that 11 in the third quarter. Johnson makes a pair.
So they answer with 4 quick points. They've got a 5-point lead.
Under 2.5 to go. Jordan. The brilliance of Michael Jordan on full display here at the Garden. He loves playing in New York. 28 for Jordan. The Bulls down by just 3. Starks gets by Kerr again. Oh, bad decision by Starks in the lane, trying a tough pass to Johnson, intercepted by the Bulls. John Starks makes plays like that all the time with the game on the line.
Pippen wants the ball down low on Starks, but Michael may have to take Larry Johnson.
And he does.
He does. He's right. 30 for MJ. Bulls trail by 1. You got a minute and 40.
16 fourth quarter points for Jordan. .90 seconds to go in regulation. Ewing on Longley. Tough shot. No, but he'll go to the line. 3 personals on Luke Longley.
Phil Jackson thinks that was a bailout call by Joey. He said, you got to make him earn those. He came in, made some contact.
So Patrick Ewing will go to the free throw line. A 75% free throw shooter.
Ewing with 19.
Watch him again. Not a lot of contact there.
Like that was a big.
And that's what Phil was up talking to the officials about.
20 points for Ewing. He was the last guy in the book in the second quarter to score a basket.
The New York lead is 3. Jordan pushed out front by Johnson. Larry Johnson picks up another foul, his 4th. The Knicks are over the foul limit, so MJ heads to the free throw line.
Well, we've got a game here. Looked like the Bulls were ready to fold our tent in that third quarter, go on home, but boy, they've come back here with the desire to pick up another win. Michael, yeah, in the hole, 31.
This rather stoic look on Phil Jackson's face. Meanwhile, Michael Jordan can bring the Bulls back to within 1, and he does. 32 for Jordan. Timeout, New York. 71 seconds to go. Michael Jordan with 18 second half, 18 points of the fourth quarter, and the Bulls are down by just 1. Guilty of some terrible errors in crucial situations. Starts with a 3-point lead, gets the lane, throws up a prayer of a pass to Larry Johnson. Starts out of control, and it's plays like that night in, night out will kill the New York Knicks. It's a talented ball club and has been for the better part of a decade, but bad plays in crucial situations have really cost New York in the past. Ewing with Pippen running at him. Loose ball foul called against Chicago.
Yeah, Michael on the foul, I believe.
Third on Jordan.
Larry Johnson will go to the line. They get Ewing to miss a wide open jumper. He was wide open on that shot from 15 feet.
Johnson 18 points.
Almost broke the rim on that one, didn't he?
Spike Lee reacts.
All right, watch the action now in the lane here on this free throw. Ewing and Oakley will be right in there.
Caffey and Longley do a good job of blocking out, but it doesn't matter. The free throw is made. 19 for Larry Johnson of the game. Knicks by 2. Under a minute to go. Jordan checked by Starks. On the drive, no, but a foul.
John Starks on a foul. Michael will go to the line with a chance to tie at 43.9. Starks' 4th foul. Here goes Michael. He gets pushed from the back before he even got the shot off.
One more will tie it. Jordan 33 points in the game.
He loves it. He thrives on that pressure here in the Garden.
Tie game. 43.9 remaining. Starks takes it across for New York. Oakley out high. Childs.
Pippen.
Interior feed.
He got the 20-second timeout. Oh, before Pip almost creamed us.
Not almost. He got us.
He got us.
Take a look at it again. Pippen with a great defense of the interior feed. Watch it again.
Here's the pass. Pip will tap it out. He comes right over the table for us. He calls the timeout. Plenty of control.
Red, I noticed you did not get your body in front of Scottie Pippen.
I've been fighting that bad back all day, and I'll tell you what.
Oh my! Scottie Pippen did get the timeout called.
So the Bulls have 23 seconds on the clock. There's 26-9. So let's see whose hands they would like to get the ball in on this play. What do you think?
I got a good guess for you. I think he'll be wearing number 23.
Right.
I think he'll get the ball early.
20 points in this quarter for Michael Jordan.
Unbelievable. He had 14 at the end of 3. He has 34 now. My goodness. Take a look at this. That's a night's work for most guys in this league. 26.9 seconds remaining. And again, Red, do you expect the Bulls to get something from isolation from Michael, or will they run some offense and try to get something that flows from the offense naturally, or will they just go denying the interior feed to Larry Johnson to get the Bulls the possession to take the lead and maybe win the game?
They put Larry Johnson on Michael. He has not been an answer here in this quarter. Here comes Pip now down to start. Now Michael will take it.
3-second differential, shot clock to game clock. Jordan clears. Luke Longley rebounds, had it stripped away. Foul. 5.4 remaining. And a foul call.
Patrick Ewing's 5th. So Luke Longley with 5.4 will go to the line. 2 free throws. Jason Caffey is going to come in for. There it is. Michael had everybody flying. He had a good look at it. Luke got inside.
Luke Longley puts in the first. The second upcoming. 5.4 seconds remain. Jason Caffey in for Judd Bushler. Luke Longley has just 7 points. None more important than that one right there. You just saw a moment ago.
Michael's on a runway. Don't need it.
9 for Luke Longley. Timeout New York. Final timeout taken by Jeff Van Gundy. Here's the final play for the Bulls offensively. Jordan had it halfway down. Luke Longley had rebounding position inside. Ewing came over the top, and the foul called on Patrick Ewing. Watch it again from the baseline. Luke goes to the line and calmly nails a pair of free throws to give the Bulls the lead.
Well, they say it's Ewing time here now. They'll get the ball at half court. No more timeouts left for them. 5.4 on the clock. They've got Starks, they've got Childs, Houston, Patrick Ewing, and Charles Oakley. Let's see what they come up with.
After struggling in the third period, the Bulls have not committed a turnover here in the fourth. The Knicks have committed 3 turnovers. Final 5 seconds. The inbound to Ewing. Childs on the drive baseline. The game's over. The game is over. The game is over. The Bulls have defeated the Knicks.
Bulls win their 68th game of the season. A comeback, Wayne. A comeback victory here. Stunned Madison Square Garden.
Look at Michael Jordan. Boy, did he enjoy it. 34 points. Take a look with the clock in the right-hand corner of your screen. Childs did get baseline. Missed the shot, and then Ewing, or Oakley rather, collapsed to the board. Unable to get it off. And the Bulls hang on to win. Once again, Chicago down by as many as 11 points in the second half. Oakley didn't get that shot off in time. The Bulls blocked it anyway. Another look from the baseline. Good ball movement. Got Childs a chance to tie the game. Oakley the rebound, but that one dribble cost him an opportunity to get a shot off. And the officials whistle the end of the ball game. So the Bulls win it here tonight in come-from-behind fashion, erasing an 11-point deficit in the second half to win 105-103. We'll be back. Again, the final score, the Bulls down by 11 in the third quarter. Rally from behind. Michael Jordan's brilliance in the fourth quarter shone through. He had 20 points in that fourth quarter to help the Bulls to a 105-103 victory over the New York Knicks. And the Bulls with that win now 68-10, 30-9 on the road. Our next telecast on WGN will be Monday night when the Toronto Raptors come to town. Coverage begins at 6:30 with a special playoff preview. 3 cheers, a toast to the Chicago Bulls. Followed by the Bullseye at 7 p.m. and the game at 7:30 Central Time. Tonight's game was produced by John Walgren. Directed by Skip Ellison. Our associate producer is Mandy Cohen. Our graphics operator, Janice Devine. The executive producer of WGN Sports is Bill Borson. For Johnny Redker, Wayne Larrabee saying so long from Madison Square Garden in New York. Stay tuned for WGN News next.
Chicago Bulls basketball on WGN. Brought to you by Miller Lite, who reminds you anything can happen at Miller.
Yeah, yeah.
Iverson, lightning quick on the crossover.
Keep moving, y'all. Don't stop. Keep moving, y'all.
Baseline,
Keep moving, y'all. Don't stop.
And then Hill has to go crazy, and it does.
When I say team, you say up. Team. Team. When I say team, you say up. Team. Team. When I say team, you say up. Team. 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 Team.
Oh, what a dunk.
This is a celebration across the nation. Congratulations, y'all. NBA players and entertainers here one and one for all. In unity, meaning you and me representing the good of the community. Giving back's not whack, that's a fact. When the positive shows where your head's at. When I say team, you say up. Team. Team. When I say team, you say up. Team. Team. When I say team, you say up.
Sixers, Chicago Bulls. Allen Iverson, oh man, that crossover's too much. Gets it back from Michael Cage and buries the jumper. Allen Iverson on his way to a career night. Scottie Pippen on the break. Randy Brown, the trailer, sticking it down for a 2-point Chicago lead early. Michael Jordan rejected. Check it out yourself. Adrian Caldwell with the rub. Back to Iverson, who had 20 points in the first half. He came into this game averaging 28 through 3 games against Chicago. Again, Iverson going into the lane and over Brian Williams. Michael Jordan, a 30-point night. Sat most of the fourth quarter. Oh, my. 73-71, the Chicago lead. Clone Mike, not a bad idea. And check this out. Watch Jordan beat the clock, just turn and fire away from beyond the arc. Michael Jordan, yeah, give yourself a hand and sit down for the fourth quarter. 125-102 the count with 40.
worthy achievement. So
would help that immensely. First half, Bullets on the run. Rod Strickland, great pass to Calvert Chaney to Chris Webber for the slam. Bullets by 1 at the half. They're up by 10 with a little more than 5 minutes left. Fast forward to the final 30 seconds. Strickland blows the bunny, and Bernie's starting to worry. Time running out, same score. Glenn Rice clicks it out to the venerable veteran. Ricky Pierce hits the 3. Charlotte up a deuce. Washington tries to quickly push the ball up court, but Pierce, the 37-year-old, comes up with the turnover, and the Hornets pull it out at home, 99-97, their 7th straight win. Pierce had 20, said he was surprised they didn't recognize him out on the perimeter. After all, he's only scored 14,245 NBA points. Glenn Rice held to 16, his 2nd straight under 20 after 28 straight over. Allen Iverson's 3-game over 40 streak on the line in Cleveland. Boom, gets the bucket there. 2 of his 39 in the second half. Fourth quarter, Iverson continuing his quest, breaking down Danny Ferry. Then with 39 late in the fourth quarter.
Iverson for the record. Yes, and there it is. Allen Iverson, 4 straight with 40 or more, breaking the.
But the workmanlike effort by Bobby Sura, too much for the Sixers on this night. Sura would score 20. Iverson wins the battle with 50, but the Cavs win the war, 125-118. Cavs have caught the Bullets then for the final playoff spot. Wilt Chamberlain had 3 different 3-game runs of 40-plus as a rookie, but never 4 in a row. Terrell Brandon said, quote, after a while, we just sat back and said, go ahead, enjoy yourself. Iverson did. 17 of 32 from the floor, 11 of 18 free throws.
Pacers enter the night 3 games out of the playoffs in Toronto. Reggie Miller to Dale Davis. Then Reggie Miller, this is in the 3rd quarter, by the way. Reggie Miller with the great over-the-head pass to Antonio Davis. An equal opportunity Davis passer is Reggie. 12-0 run to start the 3rd, gave the Pacers a 66-48 lead. Doug Christie gives the facial to Rick Smits. Pacers up 79-67 after 3, but Jalen Rose came alive. I tell you, blowing by Doug Christie for the layup and foul, and then the long 3-pointer. The Pacers go on to win a huge victory, 100-89, in a place where so many great teams have walked away losers. 189 your final. Rick Smits, 23. Reggie Miller added 20. Dale Davis, 18 points, 12 boards. Damon Stoudemire led Toronto with 22 points and 11 assists. His 31st double-double of the season is the Celtics in Orlando. First quarter action, Penny with the no-look pass to Ronnie Cycli, who does the rest. Perhaps even took a step or 2 more. Cycli, 21 points, 19 boards. Darrell Armstrong, strong arms. Antoine Walker. And then Derek Strong picks it up. Gerald Wilkins scored 22 points off the bench. ML Carr. The Celtics lose again, 121-98. The Magic improved to 20-9 in the Richie Adubato era and clinched a playoff spot with this victory. So now the Magic are thinking playoff positioning. Nobody really wants to face the Bulls, said Penny, who scored 13. We have had success over Miami this season, and we haven't beaten Chicago, so that's why everybody's really saying we'd rather face Miami. And as of right now, they would, and they probably will end up playing the 2nd-seeded Heat. The Bullets and Cavs sit 4 games behind Orlando with 4 games.
2-on-1.
He is just amazing.
That in one sizzling edition of Rewind. If anybody knows what Bernie is, please call me. Friday, this is Tony Petit with a reverse. Petit, oh my goodness. And Alvin Williams, he's tripped up on the 2-yard line, but he gets it up anyway, and it's in.
Through the counter, and he's fouled. Score the bucket. A continuation for the young rookie.
Here is Nick the Quick, Nick Van Exel, Nick at night. 360 turn in the air and score a 5-footer. Unbelievable. Saturday in Mexico, there was a wave of excitement for the NBA, and Charles Barkley appreciated it.
Thank you, Mexico City.
I don't know if they appreciated him throwing them sweaty shoes up into the stands. How about Juwan Howard? He can do it all. Sunday, Allen Iverson. That's all I got to say is Allen Iverson.
Threw it up, and he was fouled.
How about Hot Rod Williams?
Good
Count it, and he's fouled by Rose, and he has a chance to tie it. How about that? How in the world did he make it?
Well, it wasn't the only highlight. Here's Reggie Miller with a highlight.
Here's the floater. Yes! Pacers beat the Suns in Phoenix on a marvelous shot by Reggie Miller.
Monday, Dick Pavetta teaming up with the Raptor. What a tale he can tell about this.
Nobody has more fun than Dick Pavetta.
Tuesday, Yogi Hustles and Lawrence Funderburk muscles.
Kept it alive, tipped it back. Here's Thunderbird with a flying jam.
Hey, can anybody turn up the heat in here? It's just a little bit cool. How about the Suns?
And here it comes from McDyess. Oh, my! What a play! An assist from Kidd to McDyess.
Wednesday, Gerald Armstrong gives a lesson on how to get a floor burn.
Gerald Armstrong dives, saves to Harper. Do you believe that?
These are happy feet. Thursday, watch the arc on this shot.
Joe D at the horn. He hits it. He hits it. Count it.
Finally, when you're struggling on the court, it's always nice to have the support of your coach. Miami guard Keith Askins is a defensive specialist, but...
Hi, I'm Kevin Garnett of the Minnesota Timberwolves, and I play small forward.
Looking inside, Robinson. Oh, Garnett! Where did he come from? Carr, alley-oop to Garnett.
He wants to be a great player. He wants to be one of the great players that's ever played this game. He has that burning desire.
Here I come, world. Here I come.
As a high school star in Chicago, Kevin Garnett felt he was ready to make the jump right to the NBA, but he still had to convince many doubters.
So many people say he can't make it, he's going to fail. And he told me, he said, I'm not going to fail because I don't want everybody to be right. I'm going to do it to prove them wrong.
To Garnett, 2-on-1, Garnett.
Kevin wasted little time proving he could play at the game's highest level. He enjoyed a spectacular season, making the all-rookie second team and having a great time along the way.
I look at myself as a young player that just...
To NBA TV's NBA Action. Now it's time for the top 10 plays of the week in our NBA TV countdown. At 10 is the Knicks' Nate Robinson to his fellow rookie Channing Frye.
Robinson, nice wraparound pass to Frye. And a foul. Beautiful look from Nate Robinson. And the rookies match up on a pretty play.
Coming in at number 9 is this dazzling play from the Rockets' Tracy McGrady.
Grady, oh, gets by Joe Johnson. Reversal for two. T-back to the rack. Oh, what a move. Oh, man. That's the reason he's special.
At 8, Portland's Darius Miles powers his way past the Sixers.
Haven't been any question. Brandon Miles jabs it inside.
Now that's how to put it down.
As he spun to the inside. And when Miles does that, he's done it a couple of times tonight, he makes it look so easy.
Yeah.
At number 7 is the Hawks' Josh Smith going right at Alonzo Mourning.
He works the ball. Whoa. With gusto, Josh Smith bringing it way back and then dunking over Mourning.
At 6 is this sensational stuff from the Knicks' Trevor Ariza.
Oh, Ariza. Wow. Trevor Ariza cleared for takeoff.
At 5, Rafael Araujo put some extra flavor on this dish.
Oh, what a play, what a pass by Araujo, who actually had the shot, did not turn, did not realize he was wide open, but a very pretty assist.
And the judges give him a 9.8 on the pass. Very nicely done. What a big fella, carrying his 290 pounds down the middle of the floor.
At number 4, the Bucks' Mo Williams beats the clock and the Wizards.
Williams will fire for the game. Got it. And Milwaukee wins at the buzzer.
Boy, what a shooting exhibition by that guy there.
He was feeling it the entire fourth quarter, and nobody was going to stop him.
At 3, another game-winning play for the Bucks. This time it's Andrew Bogut.
Bogut blocks the shot. Game over.
How about that defensive play by Andrew Bogut? He bails it out.
Boy, Andrew Bogut
that saves another headset and a Bucks victory.
At 2, Jamal Crawford starts the break, and Trevor Ariza finishes.
Crawford drive, kicks it back to Ariza.
Ooh! Trevor Ariza attacks the rim. Intoxicating stuff by the 6'8" Ariza.
And at number 1, Ruben Patterson brings down the house in Portland.
2 on the shot with 1. Dixon gets it away. Short. Oh! Ruben, who else? Who else could that be flying that high?
Where did he come from?
Ruben Patterson.
That's our show for this week. Thanks for watching. Last week, fans on NBA.com said that this alley-oop from the Nets' Jason Kidd to Vince Carter was the #1 play of the week, and it's certainly worth another look. Remember, you can vote for your favorite play all season long by logging on to NBA.com.